Hello from my rooftop again. After almost 5 months, I'm on this rooftop once again. And I arrived more than 24 hours ago. It hasn't stopped raining since. So I couldn't wait to share with you guys. So I came up with my umbrella. I don't know how the audio is gonna be, but here I am. At the end of the video, I'm gonna show you around as well, how the nature looks in this beautiful monsoon weather. Everything is lush green. All the things that I left here, the way they looked before, they're all really grown up. Like tiny plants are 10 times their size. This is what happens when the earth receives enough nutrients. The other side of this is a lot of landslides happen, a lot of chaos happens every monsoon. A lot of people die in the mountains. Even my trip back home in the last part when we hit the mountains was really scary. It was so foggy that you couldn't see anything, raining continuously, and there were some patches of road where it was really horrible. Anybody new on these parts of the land will be really scared to drive. But yeah, I'm here and I don't plan to leave the mountains until the monsoon ends. So I'm gonna be sharing with you from my rooftop again. If you remember some of my videos from the rooftop, it has been 4 or 5 months. In the last 2 months, maybe some of you know that I've been traveling. The trip started in Nepal, and then I went to Kyrgyzstan, Georgia, a little bit of Armenia as well. 2 months of being on the road, eating outside, always having to think about where to sleep and where to eat. I'm actually pretty relieved to come back home to family, to parents and big family, brother, cousins, nephews, everyone is around, and it just feels so relieving that I don't have to think about my next meal, where to eat, if to cook or not, which supermarket to go to. So you see, when you crave too much solitude, eventually you start craving for company, and when you have too much company, you start craving for solitude. That's the nature of the mind. But the heart is filled with experiences and with learning about different cultures. Both Kyrgyzstan and Georgia were new countries for me. I hadn't been there before. And as always, I love to be in the mountains, in the nature as much as possible, because it gives me enough of what I need from my travels. I want to connect with locals. I want to connect with humans who are still very much like humans and not like robots. And those people are found in the countryside. So when I go hiking, I get to challenge my body, my mind. I get to embrace the nature as it comes in its purest raw form, where efforts are required to experience the beauty of nature. So it fulfills something within me. And then the slow life of people around me, because you cross a lot of villages. So the slow life of people, the slow food, the slow living, it just gives me everything. So Nepal, Kyrgyzstan and Georgia had been amazing in this regard. Some beautiful, beautiful days that I've spent hiking in those places, meeting some people and enjoying sharing meals with them was just amazing. So now I'm happy to get back, be in one place once again, and get back to a rhythm that is also dear to me. You know, waking up early in the morning, starting my day with yoga, all that, writing, reading, maybe, and again connecting with you guys more often, things like that. That will happen. So yeah. And one thing that I want to say today is that this is something that I've taken from the comment section. A lot of people in the comments sometimes are writing that you are a bit on the hippie side when you say that allow everything to unfold in your awareness. A lot of time I've noticed that these comments imply somehow that if you allow everything to unfold in your consciousness, in your awareness, then as if something will still be missing and the complete action will not arise from there. So if there is war, if there is greed, if there is atrocities in life, then you cannot just allow them to unfold. You must do something. So I want to clarify this stance a bit if you have this doubt as well. When I said when you allow everything to unfold, you know, when you really allow it, you will see that if resistance needs to unfold, it will unfold through you. You will not be able to You will not be able to allow injustice happening in front of you, and you will do with all your might whatever needs to be done. And you allow that to happen. It doesn't mean that you always just sit back and let things happen. You do let things happen from within you. And you do realize if you can trust life's intelligence and more than your mind's intelligence, then you will say that when you allow everything to happen, total action comes from there. Everything will happen from there. Not just laziness or it's not an avoidant philosophy. It's not a way of living in which you run away from certain things because you can't cope with them. In one of the videos when I said a letter to those to whom this world makes no sense, and I said some of the things, there were two aspects to it. One was that if you are struggling so much and feeling so lost that you can't even function, then you please take care of yourself. In these moments, don't think about the whole world. Because right now, you're struggling to make sense of your own life. You're struggling to eat properly or sleep properly. So of course, I don't believe that when you are not feeling fine at all, that you can bring any positive change in life. So of course, if you're struggling personally so much, then just think about yourself and bring yourself to a state from where you can take care of yourself and people around you. On the other hand, those who are not feeling completely lost, and if you allow everything to unfold, it does not mean that you will allow injustice and atrocities to happen. Based on all your conditioning and all your learnings and skills and all your narratives and all your experiences, things will want to happen through you. All I'm saying is that you need to trust that those things that want to happen will happen and will make sense. But you think that by interrupting yourself, by bringing your ego, that I'm the one who's going to save the world, I'm going to have one who's going to not embrace this injustice and blah blah, you're only going to create more conflict. It's very hard to explain everything in one single video. But anyway, this time I don't have any thought preparation behind before I hit the record button, so I won't be able to do justice to that. But when I'm creating a video slightly thoughtfully, even if I spend 20 minutes talking about something, I cannot cover all the sides of aspects of one thing that I'm covering. So when you bring up new questions in the comment section, it's nice to engage in the comments and realize what all could not have been said, instead of assuming that what was not said was not implied. You could ask questions. When you comment, you could ask for more clarification rather than assuming. Although it's different when all you want to do is attack, that's a different thing. But in case you're curious about what I said and does it make sense to you, does it answer some questions, you can ask questions. It's always better to ask questions than to assume. By the way, I took the microphone and I didn't know where to put it, and it has a magnet, so my umbrella just pulled it. So that's the new spot for the microphone. Okay, what else do I want to share? I don't know what else I want to share, but I will show you how things look around me. Pure beauty, right? You can't see a lot because of the fog, but still you can see enough. Anyway, so this is just me telling you that I've arrived home, that I'm gonna be here at least for next 2-3 months. I don't know for how long, and I will share as often as I can, and that I'm fine, because some people sent me emails, some also replied to comments if I've arrived safely. Yes, I have. And yeah, I'm gonna share with you some videos from my journey as well that I still haven't worked on, but I'm gonna enjoy the monsoons and yeah, let my thoughts run wild and see what comes up next. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.